Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Welcome to the evening show. Again, it's a late start from the original listing. I've got to apologize. Something came up that I had to deal with. And I never quite understood when I was younger this saying that never invite someone with an elephant into your house. I was thinking, what? Never invite a man to your house with an elephant. What does that mean? But now, literally, I do understand that. Don't invite other people's problems into your life. Anyhow, we're going to be reviewing the news of today from Cannon 4 TV's perspective, rather belatedly. It's going to be an even super short show. We're going to be reviewing, some transfer news. Our number 2 goalkeeper, is he number 2 or number 3? Our number 2 goalkeeper is on the verge of making an exit. Also, the brightest star at Arsenal has been loaned out for the second time. It's not William Saliba. Also, there's some celebrations that happened yesterday, not Arsenal related, not Premier League related, but yeah. Anyway, I think you probably know what I'm talking about. And we've got some other bits and pieces that we need to be getting on with on this evening show, belatedly on Cannon Fodder TV. Yes, indeed. Welcome back to Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Again, I've got to apologise. Again, come up late, trying to deal with something. But anyway. Welcome to the evening show here. Forget about that. So make sure that you do the right thing. What's the right thing, Alex? Arrive early. Arrive on time. Don't do an Aubameyang. No. The right thing to do is subscribe. Subscribe to Cannon 4 TV, as well as coming to the live chat. You can see my moderator for the evening show is Ashley D. Yeah, I might have to give him a pay rise. Actually, I don't do the pay rises. You need to speak to my brother about that. No pay rises from me. All right. So the first evening segment we're going to repeat from the morning show is in regards to this gentleman over here, Bernd Leno. And my news sources tell me that Leno going closer to the exit. Arsenal have reportedly reached an agreement with Fulham to sell goalkeeper Bernd Leno, with the German international set to sign for the West London club £8 million. I mean, they could have paid, we could have bought me for nothing. Anyway, according to another platform, 30-year-old shot stopper is set to move to Craven Cottage before the start of the season, with Arsenal now agreeing to a fee with Fulham to sell Leno, with the Gunners looking to shift off the former Bundesliga superstar for the majority of the season. Now, signed from Bayer Leverkusen in 2018 for a reported £19 million, Leno was Arsenal's number 1 for 3 seasons before someone came in and messed it up. Who messed it up? Aaron Ramsdale. Yeah, the international, he took over the position in an incredible effect last year, with the 24-year-old view as a vital part of the Gunners' long-term plans. Now, despite Leno's quality that made the German a crucial member of Arsenal's squad back then and held as amazing, what's he thinking about? Well, the FIFA World Cup, of course, and that means the goalkeeper should be looking to play regular football for the upcoming season, with Fulham an ideal destination for the shot stopper. So, like I kind of echo my thoughts from the morning show, when we do hear that he has actually signed the paper, is holding up the jersey of Fulham, no doubt we'll be talking about Bernd Leno finally leaving Arsenal. The second feature is in regards to Balogun. Not being sold, being loaned out. Yeah, Arsenal talent Florian Balogun is edging closer to a loan move to a League One side Stade de Reims with a medical booked this week. Balogun spent, as we know, last season out with the Borough, scored 3 goals in 18 appearances. Not a great return, but I guess if they're putting him out on loan, then they know better than we do, right? Maybe? I don't know. And the next news segment, I'm going to say, is breaking news here. Breaking news. Yeah. There we go. Breaking news. Peter Schmeichel prediction. Former Man United keeper Peter Schmeichel admits Arsenal finally look like a team that can finish inside top 4. Now, I just had forgotten, actually, Arsenal hadn't featured in the Champions League since 2017. Came close last season, but not close enough. But anyway, Schmeichel, writing in the Times newspaper, says that the competition will come from Chelsea and the Spuds, who have signed well. And Antonio Conte have a very clever... Actually, by the way, he didn't say the Spuds. I'm just saying the Spuds. He says they have a very clever manager who is good at getting the maximum out of his players. I'm also looking at Arsenal for the first time in a long time to make it in the top 4. Listen, guys, you know my prediction. I haven't actually given you my prediction yet, have I? I'll give you my prediction when the speculation window is closed. When the window is closed, I'll give you my prediction. I'm not sure if we might get any more signings. Are we going to get more signings? I don't know. Are we? I'm just saying. And actually, we did put that as a poll question. Do you think Arsenal will get any more signings? If they do, how many more? How many more? Anyway, so that has been, or these have been the new segments coming running on Canon 4 TV on this Monday evening show here. Again, an hour and 20 minutes is not good. That is an Aubameyang, isn't it? I do apologize, but I had to deal with something that literally was out of my control. So that's why I'm late. So I do apologize again profusely. Right, so the aforementioned voting is like this. Yeah, how many more players can be gotten rid of? How many more players can Arsenal sell? Well, get out. Good. We had 798 votes, 7 comments. That's really, really good, actually. 27 likes. We're still not there. The minimum is 50 likes. So 1% believe it's going to be no more signing, no more players being sold. Actually, I've heard some news about Lucas Torreira, but I'll talk about him tomorrow. 9% of the subscribers have gone for 2 players to be sold in the transfer window. 33% of the subscribers believe it's going to be 4 players are going to be sold. And still out in front, 57% of the subscribers on the platform believe it's going to be 5 players or more being sold in this transfer window. Can't see it myself. Anyhow, let's go into the live chat and see who has joined us on this evening show here. But for some, it's going to be an afternoon show here, or maybe it's going to be no show because maybe you're going to be on the other side of the planet, which means you're probably sleeping, catching some Z's. All right. So, like I said, we've got my moderator at the top somewhere. Where there he is. Actually, I've got 2 moderators. 2 moderators. I've got DWTT, aka I've got Gary, aka DWTT. Gary, don't you get any sleep, man? Don't you rest up yourself? I mean, it's literally like every day you're on a channel. Oh, sounds like me, innit? But I do get some rest. I do sleep well. It's just all the snoring that I do there. Apparently, Rennes are closing on a deal as a sign for Balogun. That's what I said. Yeah, set to be agreed until June of 2023. Thomas, are you related to Thomas Partey? Let's talk about Gakpo, Paqueta and Tielemans. Then talk about them then. What would you like to talk about? Gakpo, Arsenal have been told they've got to pay 38 million pounds for Cody Gakpo. I like the player from what I've seen, but he's not our priority. Paqueta, yeah, conflicting reports. Some say yes, others say no. Aiden's already said, I like the player. I liked him from since the time I was working for the Brazilian. Yeah. But as of now, we said this last week, there's nothing. I was thinking, right, that was then. What about now? Tielemans. It's been reported that Arsenal have signed an agreement, or he signed an agreement with Arsenal. let's just wait and see where we end up. 1st of September, if Arsenal do get more signings. I didn't even listen to his press conference after the game on Saturday. Didn't listen to his press conference. I'm talking about Mikel Arteta. That's what I'm talking about. But let's wait and see. And I'm not going to give my prediction now. Let's wait and see how and who we have at the end of the transfer window and who we have sold, if we have sold any of the players. Apparently, Arsenal have received a Galatasaray proposal for thank you, Ashley. I was going to talk about that tomorrow. You can tell it's one of my moderators, isn't it? Mischievous. Good afternoon, Alex, in chat room. Gary, aka DWTT. I think I've got it right. Yeah. All right. Do you know what? I actually forgot to mention one other news segment, so I guess I better talk about it. Otherwise, people might come on under me and say, why you talk about that? You never spoke about that. Well, I'm going to speak about it now. All right. So congratulations to the Lionesses. I think there was like a parade today, wasn't there? Of only 7,000 people, allowed in Trafalgar Square. I'm thinking, that's absolutely ridiculous. And I sent a message to John Nagisa-Gun. I'm thinking, could it be the English FA are resentful towards the women's England international team? Because the men's team have not won anything of any consequence since 1966. But for trying hard again, it's the women's team, isn't it, that have done the business against a top-notch German. Actually, Germany were not favourites. I think it was Sweden, because Sweden were ranked number 2 in Europe. But anyway, congratulations to the women's England international team. They beat the old enemy. I'm going to say the old enemy. I was going to say they beat Germany 2-1. So congratulations to them. So that actually was supposed to be the last news segment. I completely forgot. About that. Let's go back in the live chat. Oh, actually, let me just quickly see if there's been any comments. Oh, I think there might have been 2 comments on our... Nah, it's just the link has been retweeted. So thank you for that, DWTT. I do appreciate that. Thank you. That's just going to be a shorter show compared to the morning show, unless we have a barrage of comments and I end up ranting. And I don't like to rant. Seriously. Okay. The assemble says Arsenal will be in a better position, but as always, the squad would be short of top quality to make the depth Arsenal need. I want to try and revisit the assembled. Can you remind me how many players did you say Arsenal need to buy on top of the 5 that they've already signed? I mean, how many players would you be happy with? Additional players that Arsenal could sign? I don't know. I had to announce it. You were so late. Thought he might have been sold before. Touche. Yeah, you're right. I do apologize. I did say I'm sorry. Yes, congratulations, Lionesses. Yeah, I was just thinking if it had been, and I'm absolutely sure of this, if it had been the men's team, the one, there would be no limitations. 7,000? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Sorry about this, people. Oh, right. It's not. Anyway, sorry about this, people. It's just someone's just. My namesake has just sent me an email. I was supposed to send him something. So yeah, I'm absolutely sure. Literally, if it had been the men's team, there'd be no limits. No limits. No. 7,000 people. And then you want to take the women's football, you want everyone to take it serious, then you need to take it serious. I mean, I was never, like I said, supporting England anyway. That's just the way I am. If it was Colombia's women's team, I'll support White Colombia. But I wasn't supporting England. But congratulations to England But I'm thinking 7,000 people can go to the parade. No, that's really silly. And again, you don't appear to be taking it serious. Sorry about this, people. I just need to quickly respond to this one from my namesake Arsenal, Alex. Talk amongst yourselves. Yes. So come into the live chat. Whoops. Here we go. There we go. Right. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was young, it was my brother, myself, and my two sisters. I've got three sisters. My two sisters used to play football with us and cricket with us. And this came into my mind yesterday that I don't know subconsciously whether my sisters were even thinking about, taking up football or cricket. But I think at that time in the late 70s, I don't think women had or given the opportunity to even look at football or cricket as a career. And then fast forward how many years now, you're thinking, right, they've won. They're champions of Europe now. But in all the schools that I've worked at, almost all the schools I've worked in, you see girls playing football with boys. And actually, the girls are better footballers than the boys. A lot more rougher. They mean serious business. But I think there was a stat which came out that only 63% of schools actually have a PE session which allows boys to play football with girls. I think it's ridiculous. Girls should be allowed to play football with the boys or cricket. Don't understand it. Right. Okay, let me go here. Oops, look here. Right. DWTT says actually at least two more players, 3, and I'm happy. I know DWTT, just remind me, in what key positions do you think those two players stroke 3 should occupy or be backup for? And that's another question. You're saying 2 or 3 players. Are these 2 or 3 players to start in the first team, or are you buying these players to be backups? And I think this one was just answer that question. And anyway, 3 or 4 quality specialists in their positions, not players that play in two different positions. I'm not sure if Richard is watching now, CM War Games. I know he sent me a message in WhatsApp, and I think actually a comment from the morning show. And actually, he said that certain players can cover 2 to 3 positions. And I think you're right. Specialize in that position there. Ainsley Maitland-Niles, the original utility man. I wouldn't want him to spend another season at Arsenal. Let him go where he knows he's going to get major game time, that of which he's not going to get at Arsenal. So trying to pigeonhole him to be the right back, I'd far rather let Ainsley Maitland-Niles go. Let him go, yeah? But again, that's just my opinion. USA has the same problem. Women have won multiple women's cups and gold medals. Men still get all the praise and monies. I mean, the culture, how we perceive women, much less girls, playing football, actually sports, is ridiculous over here. And we're supposed to be a progressive country. We're not progressive. If you really want to send out a strong message, you would not limited the parade to only 7,000 people. Because I'm looking at, if it had been the men, you would not have limited the parade to only 7,000 people. And we've seen it. The preparation, prepare yourself for the eventuality. If England do win the final, prepare yourself. That's ridiculous. Thomas says 3 of them, Gakpo, Tielemans, and Paqueta, or Sane. Oh, Sane. 7K fans for a European celebration. Wow, that's poor. Very poor. 87 have got to watch the game. Yeah? And that's less than 1%, isn't it? 2 more players. Midfield, right back, wing. And 3rd, CDM, right back, striker. Players should be able to start for squad. First teamers isn't a requirement. No projects. Right. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. John Nagiza Guinness says, good evening, Guinness. Kudos to the women's teams. They deserve an open top parade. They have been let down by the FA. Now, I don't know what the FA is made up of. Is it only of men in suits, or some women form the board there? And if some women do form part of the board, I don't know how the makeup of the English FA is. Shame on you. And again, I wasn't supporting England anyway in the women's, Euros, but you got to applaud them. You got to applaud them. You got to salute them. And this doesn't send out a good message. Does not send out a good message at all. I sound like I'm ranting, innit? I sound like I'm ranting. I don't want to be ranting, man. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Look. Okay. Just refreshing the page just to see if we had any updates, especially in regards to the latest vote that we've done in regards to how many players do you think realistically Arsenal are going to sell in this window? Because it's not only about buying, we're going to sell some players. And so let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay, so now we've had 810 votes. There's been 8 comments now. Ooh, 29 likes. Still 1% of the subscribers have voted for nil point. So no player is going to be sold. Somehow it's not going to work, man. 9% of the subscribers, you voted for 2 players are going to be sold. 33%, that's a big jump from 9 to 33. Believe that it's going to be 4 players sold in this transfer window. And 57% of the subscribers believe it's going to be 5 or more players sold in this speculation. Sorry, transfer window, not speculations. Transfer window. All right. Let's have a look here. Okay. Let's have a look here. Oops. Also need a CM general. Neves player of his caliber, good enough to be backup and first team starters. A sub is put on to replace a player who isn't at his best. Now, Selma, you sound like a manager, man. You could manage Arsenal. You could be the manager of Arsenal. And Tony, no. What's this? Alex is live. Alex, say hi to Troy. To Troy. Troy, hi. Hey, hey, ho. I mean, Tony. I said, yeah, Troy. Hi, Tony. Hi, Tony. No, I mean Tony. LOL. Say hi, Tony. Alex, LOL. There you go. I'm live. Was that good enough for you? What is going on, man? What's going on? I think we're finished, aren't we? We're finished. Okay, no, Anthony D. This is Master Samuels. What's happening, brother? Blessings, Alex. Blessings to you, brother. Yes. So, before I end the show, let me remove this from here and just give you guys a very, very quick update. So I did it. I managed to do it. I've done it. So on Friday is the return of the Easy Talk, the flagship show on Canon 4 TV. 7 p.m. kickoff time. I'm going to be joined by the enforcer, Des. These guys sound like mobsters, man. The Don Larry, John Nagiza Guna. So that's the Easy Talk this Friday. And on Saturday, I did it. It's going to be the return of my brothers, Miss Hermanos, my brothers. Yes, in Central South America. Oh, I've missed them. Josue, I think he's probably, I'm not sure if he's still working in the Middle East, but he told me this morning that he is in Colombia visiting family. So Josue, you're probably thinking, who's Josue? Josue hasn't been on the channel for more than a year. Aldric, my brother Aldric in Costa Rica, will be making a return on Saturday. You're thinking, Aldric? Aldric has also not been back on the channel for more than a year. And then, yes, Jonathan in Colombia will be making his return as well. So it's going to be my brothers in Central and South America making their long-awaited return on Canal 4 TV. It's going to be a 5 p.m. show. Yes, it is. To double check about the time, time difference. 5 p.m. So make sure you tune for the Saturday show with my friends in Central and South America. I feel like a connection with my brothers there because I've lived in Costa Rica for 2 years before my father passed away, and I've also lived for a short time in Colombia, and I got married in Colombia, so I got that connection there. I need to polish up on my Spanish, but anyway, so that's what's going to be coming up. I'll be going live. I received some news this afternoon about a placement going forward. So until I get a definitive response and I'm there, sign the contract. Take a picture of me sign the contract, not the shirt, the contract of my new placement. We'll continue doing morning shows and maybe the evening show until you hear otherwise. I did send out a message live on the morning show to Denise. Female contributors. We've got Angie, who is the first lady of Canal 4 TV. There's no denying that. But I'm still giving a shout out. We still want female contributors. I mean, we've got to pull enough of men. We just need women. Yeah, so come on, do the right thing. The email is in the description box below, I believe. arsenalrepublic1@gmail.com. All right, okay. I think I'm going to go for these last few, and then I am actually going to wrap up this show here. John Nagizaguna says, under 23s playing tonight. No first-team players versus St Albans City. Lovely part of England, actually, St Albans. I couldn't manage Arsenal. They'd sack. Is on the bench. You sound just like my dad. May his soul rest in peace. My dad always said that because my dad was a joker, even though he had his serious side, not as serious as my mum. My mum was the original enforcer, but my dad was a bit of a joker. But he said, "Me manage Arsenal. The players wouldn't want to play underneath me. They would not want to play for me because I'll probably end up maybe 2 or 3 players." And here's what they said was saying just that. I'll just have 5 players on the bench. Tony, put 2 fingers up. Alex, say Tony has 2. What's wrong with you? What's all this? Am I missing something? Is I missing something? Sorry about this, people. Right. So that's weird because I can't. Can I see? I can't see Tony's comments there. What's going on? Oh, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I'm not sure what's happened, Tony, because I can see you on my phone in the live chat, but I can't see you on the app here. So what's happened? Oh, that is weird. What's happened here? So I'm not sure what's going on. For some reason, the platform we use is not throwing up your comments. I can't see any of your comments there actually. I wonder why they were saying Tony. Where's the Tony? There's no Tony in the live chat, man. No, I don't know what's happened. No, I'm not. I can't see it here, but I can see it on my phone, Tony. I'm very, very sorry. Right, so I don't know what you've done. What have you done? Actually, you know what? Let me take it off and put it back on again. And let's see. So I don't know what's happened, man. I don't know what's happened, but it wasn't me. It wasn't me. All right. Okay. So let's have a look here. And even Ali Mami, Kamara, can't see your comments either. Oh no, I can. I can see yours, but I can't see Tony's. I'm not sure what's happened there. Anyway, please also sign a midfielder and also a winger. That's what we need now. And then Tony is just like the emojis with his laughing. Have a good day, the assembled. See you soon, the assembled. Tony says 5 p.m. I'll be utterly on a charity bike ride. That's a shame. It's a real shame. But you can catch it on a repeat. Yeah, I just feel like my brothers out there in Central South America have been waiting the longest time. And I feel like a connection with them because when I mentioned living, getting married. Anyhow, Clucking Bell, I think I can probably put this up now. That's a real shame. Sorry about that, Tony, man. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, here we go. Right. Clucking Bell, good afternoon to you. Madison is on his way to Newcastle. The player Odegaard always wanted to. Clucking Bell. Contract signing video, Alex. We'll see. We'll see. I got to wait for the phone call. I got a phone call that was quite encouraging today, and they've got their work cut out, man. I want what I want, but once I get what I get, you'll see me sign the contract. Dearie me. Yeah, Tony, man, I don't know what's happened. I'm sorry. I have no idea what's happened, but yeah, if for some reason it's not showing your. Yeah, wow. Testing 1, testing 2. Yeah, I don't know, man. I have no idea. This is from. Anyway, anywho. We're finished. We're finished on the show. Thank you to you for coming in to listen to me rather belatedly. Oh, it's a bit of a rhyme, isn't it? You, me, rather belatedly. Tony, send a message now, Tony. Nah, it's not coming through, man. It's not coming through. Tony, send a message. Nah, it's not coming through. Wow. I don't know what's happened there. You know what? I'm going to add you as a moderator. All right, I've just added you as a moderator, Tony. Oh, wow. What is going on? Anyway, so Tony's our latest moderator. I'm not sure what's going on there. For some reason, the platform just doesn't. It's not recognizing your comments for whatever reason it is. Yeah. But anyway, our eighth, I'll say eighth moderator, and only 4 of them are active because again, it's not only about podcasting. You know, we've got our lives to lead, haven't we? And I need to get off. I've got to help my wife with a phone call from Colombia. Anyhow, people, thank you again for coming and being part of the community because this is a community. Forget about cyberspace and YouTube. This for me is a community. Social media with social community, you get all sorts. And I've seen some silly comments again. I think, all right, well, you know what? The best thing I can do is not respond to you. Just remove it and just move on. Jog on. But anyhow, people, we are quickly making our way now to 18,000 subscribers. And just to think, 2 of those subscribers are my sister. Actually, no, 3 of them are, no, 4 of them are my wife, my sister, my daughter, and my mum. So if it was only 4 people and I'm just there talking, literally on his hand on heart, I'll be happy with those 4 people and maybe one man and his dog just listening to me go on about Arsenal. So thank you so very much for that. And as we're leaving, Colin comes in. Colin, we've got to go, man. I've got to go. Oh dear. Anyway, Tony, leave it with me. I'll try and find out what is going on here, man. Hasta luego. Igualmente, hermano. Okay, so that is it. I'll be back tomorrow morning giving you more live news segments. I'm not sure what it's going to be about. It might be just about, Arsenal. It will be about Arsenal. It couldn't be about anything else. It couldn't be about them not down the road. It couldn't be about that other club, that billionaire club owned by a nation. It wouldn't be about them. It'll be about Arsenal. Anyhow, this has been Cannon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.